Oh, welcome. After all, welcome. Okay, let's do some Qigong for our fire energy, which helps our heart and its associated parts of the body. Okay, we're going to start off with Doing today. So Doing is when we connect with ourselves physically. It's all about the limp wrists. We can use little fingers or full soft fists. So we're going to start on our head like raindrops. And it's raining where I am today, so it feels very appropriate. Got raindrops on our head. I'm just using little fingers, and you can just get a little bit of a drumming or a rhythmical roll with your fingers along the skull. And I'm working all the way around, and suddenly you get to a different part and you just pick up a different rhythm. Sometimes it's quite nice to close the eyes and feel the connection deep within the body. Now the scalp, we've got loads of different plates that make up the skull. Feels very different in different places. Very gently coming over the face, down those cheekbones. This is fantastic if you've got any sinuses, sinusitis. Onto the jaw, make a little jaw sound with your mouth if you want to. Give some attention to those jaws and cheeks and gums, do a lot of work for us. If you come round again, the occipital ridge, and I'm going to come onto the neck. Still using little fingers, all the fingers, coming round like I'm drawing lines around my neck. Don't really want to go onto the windpipe. I'm going to say hello to the shoulders. I'm going to support my arm onto a big fist, thumbs on the outside, very loose wrist. Working that shoulder. Anyone with headaches often find they've got very tight shoulders. Let's go to the other side. If you support your arm, you don't have to think about the weight of it. Can be quite relaxing as well. Say hello to that chest. Oh, brilliant. Shifting some energy. Oh, but stuck energy in the lungs. All the way over. Finding breast tissue. Let's go down the arm. It's going to go down the inside, so that's the inside of the arm. Saying hello to the hands and coming up the outside. Now you'll find how heavy you like doing this. I'm giving myself quite a deep pummeling. I'm not bruising myself. My hand is just ricocheting off the body. Let's go across the chest and say hello to the other side. This is known as doing. Some people call it tapping. Very good for getting out of your mind and into your body. You can also do this to someone else. That feels appropriate. Let's go onto the chest, rib cage. Oh, see if you can reach the sides. Coming onto the hara, that's your belly. Ooh, all the way around. Some people find that a bit funny because there's nothing hard to connect with, so you can give yourself a big rub there if that feels more appropriate. And we're going to say hello to the kidneys. So I've gone into a little bit of more of a barrel shape, bit of sort of crab hands. And I'm going to try and go down my back by leaning over at the quad. That's your pelvic area. Letting my head drop if I can. Seeing if my hands will go a little bit higher. Saying hello to the back of the ribs. Kidneys can feel a little bit stingy. You can give those a big rub as well. Okay, let's go down the buttocks. Biggest muscle in the body. And then we're going to run up and down the legs a couple of times. So I'm going to go down the fronts. Mind those kneecaps, see how it feels. When we go down, we just bend the knees. It's not about touching the toes. I'm coming up the back of the legs. So many facets to your legs. See which ones feel good. Or maybe they feel really stingy, which is telling you they'd actually like another session. One more time. Remember the insides as well and the outsides. Beautiful. Letting that go. Quick shimmer and shake. And we're going to go into a full yin massage. And again, this is hands on the body, very much warming up the body, connecting to that warm heat of the fire phase. Standing posture, nice and relaxed. Feet are parallel and facing forwards, only about hip width apart. Opening my chest, gathering chi from above, bringing that down onto crown gate on top of the head and smoothing down the back of the hair, smoothing the back of the neck to the front with kitty catting the throat, opening up those communication channels, that heart fire connection. Backs of hands, inside out prayer position through the center of the body, round girdle vessel, rub those kidneys again, and then we're going to whoosh all the way down the backs of the legs, round the feet and up the inner thigh, through the groin, round the lower belly, up the arms, and then a little bit of a hug, a little bit of a squeeze, release the shoulders, working the arms and the fingers all the way and just expand. Do that one more time. Here we go. Up to the heavens. Bring that energy into the body, smoothing the hair and the neck and the kitty cat that throat. You can imagine warm honey trickling down. Backs of hands down heart center area, around that girdle vessel, the big wrestler's belt. Kidneys, always love a bit of warming up session. Over the buttocks, down the backs of the legs. Say hello to the ankles and the toes. We're coming all the way back up, right through the middle, round the inner girdle and up to the shoulders and a little bit of a squeeze. Breathing out, relaxing and opening. A little bit of expansion. Just see palms facing out both sides. Just see if you can just expand your body a little bit without overstretching. Feeling space within the body. Breathing, calming, and just for a moment, popping ourselves into classic Ouija position or standing posture. Feet are parallel, the knees are soft. My pelvis is just sitting with the tailbone traveling down. Opened up my spine, the back of my neck, and rolling the shoulders and just letting the scapula slide down the back. Checking out, I've got some air under my armpits and I've let go of any tension in my hands. And as we're standing here, we're connecting through crown gate up to the heavens, bubbling spring through the base of the ball of your feet. And just to connect a little bit more with that, we just lean on the balls of the feet just slightly. Still got connection to the floor on our heels, but the weight is just shifted slightly forward. Just for a moment, floating. Allowing all the fascia in your body to hold you. Beautiful. Let's bring some more chi in. Gather from around you. Bring that through and into the body. A lovely calming method. If you ever feel slightly anxious with the heart connection. Unbalancing feeling. One more of these. Soften in, bring it down. We're going to start with parting some clouds. So hands softly open up, shoulder height, coming together with the little fingers, palms to the heavens, little fingers almost touching, and when they do, gather the chi in front of you towards the body. It comes over, backs of hands, and we are literally parting the cloud. Soften down, allow the knees to undulate. Here we go. Bring some energy up, palms to heaven, connecting the meridians, the heart and small intestine on the little finger. We're rolling the energy towards us, and it's as if we're just parting the cloud. And soften down. Let's do this one more time. Like we're opening the curtains in the morning to bring the sunshine in. Bringing that joy we need to keep our heart happy. Beautiful. We're going to carry on with that theme, separating clouds. So we're going to sit down a little bit, as if something's behind you, crossing the arms and opening up to really open the chest to give space for the heart. Big circle. And down we go again. So I'm sort of sitting down, separating the clouds. It again carries on with the theme that your heart's the emperor of the body, with the big sun, the big heat, powerful part of your organ system. And sometimes we don't feel shockingly happy. We just need to clear the clouds away from that sun to let it shine a little bit more. Do this one more time, separating the cloud. Beautiful. Bringing the arms down. We're going to say hello to the cranes now, and they represent, or often represent, the fire element. I'm going to pop my heels together, my toes coming out at 45 degrees to create a feeling of a lovely tall bird. And I put my legs together, or as close as they will go, suddenly get my height coming up a lot more. And if you just clench all your muscles just for a moment, and then try and let go of them without losing your height, to leave space between the joints. Beautiful. Wings in place. Fingers pointing towards each other. Main finger, your long middle finger, holding the energy of heart protector, facing each other. Okay. Silence of the standing. Breathing in and bringing the energy from the lower dantian up to the heart, just by raising the elbows and then lowering. So this is getting in touch with that need for quiet meditation, the peace that the heart loves, to counteract the hearty feeling, the excitement of love and connection to other people, keeping a calm level of joy within the body. So hopefully you can just feel that energy rising and lowering. The crane, totally alert, the ability to stand very, very still, like meditating. Beautiful. Let's let our crane start flying. The hands go into little beaks, so that's fingers together with the thumb connecting. And as we raise them at the side, we can just sink down to create a diamond between our legs. Open the hands like soft wings to fly back down. It's just beaks going up, soft wings coming down, keeping the beautiful height an expansion of your body, connecting earth and heaven. Keeping that neck open and the chin roughly parallel with the floor. Just bring it down a little bit. Breathing in, letting that crane fly up to the dizzy heights of its most yang. One more of these. Beautiful. And we're going to allow our crane to get even more excited to become a red-headed crane. We're going to come down, a bit like separating the clouds. And as we open up, we can just lift one knee up, a lovely flat foot. Little bit of a balance, popping it back down into bird foot shape or stance, and we're opening again. So this is red-headed gull, heron, crane, or even a flamingo, turned into a pink flamingo. So excited to see its mates, that beautiful connection to people we know and love. Very good for your body to always practice balance and to sort of check out your own health. Just to see whether you're a little bit wobbly at the moment. Let's do one more of these. Red-headed crane delights in seeing its mate. Popping the feet down. And then we're going to have a go at the mega crane with the very big balancing. So feet are going to have to go next to each other in standing posture, and you need some room behind you. If you find this very wobbly, you can do the movements with your foot actually touching the ground. So give it a go, but make sure you don't fall on anything. Here we go. Standing posture. Remember, you're still a crane. Breathing in and opening our lovely wings quite high, and as they come back down to shoulder height, we lift up one of the legs. We're then going to soften the other knee and kick out the other leg and twirl it all the way behind, folding it up, and at the same time bringing our arms behind. Hands go up, and the wings, lifting the head up as if it wants to touch that back foot. And just pause. We're all flying together. Beautiful. And then land. Let's do this again on the other leg. Flying high. Coming down. And as we come down, the weight goes on the other leg. Lifting that knee up. Pointy. Swinging round. We're folding our wings as if we're flying really fast in the air. Squadron. Lovely cranes and landing. I'll do it on the side, see what that looks like. Other foot again, here we go. Flying up, bringing the wings down, lifting the foot, and we're pointing, swinging it round, folding it up, tucking the arms behind, lifting up, as if you want to touch your head to the foot at the back. And land. We'll do the last leg one more time. Okay, here we go. Arms up, take your time. Focus on something in the front. So the arms come down and lifting that final foot up. Weights on that other leg. Pointy, swinging it round. And we do this last one, balancing, staring in front of us. Enjoying the dizzy heights of flying high. Beautiful. And flap those wings a bit. Shimmer and shake your legs too. We'll leave the cranes behind for a bit. We're going to say hello to a bit of that youthfulness. We play with some bouncing balls and remember just the art of playing, that innocent gift to the heart. So lifting ball, standing posture. As one arm goes forward, the other goes behind. So I'm turning my spine. I'm looking up to the side, and as I do that, I can turn my back heel. I'm just lifting the ball up into the sky. And as it comes down, as if I'm stroking, the other hand's going to start coming round again. One hand goes to the back, and I'm off to the other side, and I'm just lifting the ball, and you can just get that feeling. You've got a ginormous chi ball around your body, the lower dantian. If you've got enough energy, as you come round, you can lift it up and just for a moment, a little hop on the leg. That feels good. Bring it up into the sky. Energy rolling round the body. Lifting ball. This is lovely for that opening up of the spine, that twist. Separating the spine or the waist from the hips. Very good for building strength in that core area. Smile to yourself or smile on your face. And remember the joy of just playing sake. One more of these, take it up, little hop, bring that down, and we're going to bounce our ball, opposite, similar hand, so same leg and hand, lift that up and let it go down. Like we're bouncing the ball from Shivashi, set 2. Lifting the ball up. And again, that feeling, if you can, a little bit of a hop. Separating ourselves from that magnetic connection to the earth. Connecting up to that yang energy. Much higher in the air. Again, find some smile in your heart, in your face. Beautiful. One more of these. Now, last ball one is the mischievous boy kicking his ball. Hands on hip. You take one leg up and the toes come up. We're sinking down and kicking out at the same time. And that comes back and down. And then the other leg joins in. So this is your mischievous self. Nothing to do, just kicking his legs out. Or he could be kicking a ball, if you like, as well. So go on the side, see what that looks like. I'm trying to, oh, feel wobbly, trying to sit down a little bit. My foot comes out. Can be a bit tough on the knees if you've got delicate knees. There's that balance again as well, isn't it? Mischievous boy kicking out with his legs. One more of these. Beautiful. Standing still and just breathing, just for a little bit. Okay, we're going to connect with our actual physical heart. Think of it as the muscle inside our body. And to do that, we're just going to jog or run around manically or as fast as we can for about 30 seconds to a minute. I'll watch the clock and just get that heart beating to another level. If you find this too much, just don't join in at this point. Are we ready? Here we go. You can get your arms moving as well. Breathing, moving, shifting the energy, depending on what sort of room you're in. You might be able to run round. You might have to do it on the spot really quietly if there's someone below you. And the arms racing. Those of you that are runners, this is probably just your natural movement. For people that have more of a sedentary life, a fantastic way just to wake that body up, get that heart going. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart. Very quietly, listening, waiting for your heart to calm down. Feel mine very different within the body. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to work on that physical heart, visualizing it inside the chest and wanting it to feel free inside there with the lovely lungs, but to give it room to move. So this is from Dr. Love. And this is the eagles. So we're going to start off with a little bit wider stance. We're going to do some punching to the side. So soft fists, thumbs on the outside, right by that waistline. So you just open the chest to begin with by taking the elbows back. Okay, and when we're ready, we're going to go off to the side, as far as you can, but keeping your hips forward if you can. And there's a little just a quick movement, and then you come back, and then we go off to the other side. Okay, so this is for heart, small intestine. We're ready. Breathing in, and we do this 16, so I'll be counting, so it's 8 on each side. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Brilliant. The next 16, the hand becomes a claw and grabs back. And by doing that, we open up different meridians. So again, 16, 8 to each side. When you're ready, breathing in and reach and grab. And reach and grab. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Brilliant. And the next one's just 8, because we're going to use both hands at the same time. And we are going to come forward movement, but with sitting down, big eagle claws. So we're really lifting that heart up and down within its little area with the lungs. So when we're ready, and 1, eagle claws, 2, grasp back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. Release the feet, gather a little bit of chi, breathing in, calming down. Lovely. We're now going to carry on with that. We're going to take the coconuts on the Ferris wheel. And for this, you have to take a step backwards. So make sure you've got enough room. I might move a little bit more forward. Okay, still working on that heart and its associated organ. Bringing the hands up into the middle. We're just holding beautiful coconut. If it doesn't feel like a coconut, just lean forward and pick one up. Very heavy, very round. In your hands, soften the fingers and the thumbs. We're going to take it to the left. So to begin with, everything will be on the left. If I mirrored, maybe it's your right. Here we go. Soften the knees and taking it round to the left. It's on a Ferris wheel. Coming quite far up. It's over your head. Watching it come all the way down. And as it comes down, you allow your left hand to rest on top of it. You're holding it a different way. So then we take the left leg backward, boom. So I'm actually facing a different way. And then with these hands, using the elbows, we are opening with one, bit of a fling, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Holding that coconut back to the front. Place it down. Pick a completely different fresh one up. Here we go. Off to the right. Coconut on the Ferris wheel. All the fun of the fair. Remembering the joy the heart needs. And as it comes round, that right hand now is on top of your coconut. You take a step back, boom, to the right. Make sure you don't hit any ornaments. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bring it to the front. Let's do that one more each side. Pick up another coconut. We're off to the left. Taking it round, be aware of the movement in your body. Expanding, twisting, turning, watching. Comes back, got that left hand on the top. Big step back, boom. We're opening. 1, 2, and 3. To the front. Release that last coconut, picking it up, fresh and very heavy. It's off on its Ferris wheel, going to the right, going all the way round, opening up the chest, allowing the heart to have space. Right hand's on top, take a step back, elbows up, and we go 1, 2, 3. Come to the front. Beautiful. Okay, let's culture a little bit of chi in our hands, as if we're organising a little bit of a fire between our hands. Hear it in both ears. The heat of summer, the fire energy. And when you're ready, I want you just to open your hands and see whether you can feel that little chi ball. Try and cultivate it a little bit. If you're not feeling it, just gently palpate the hands and they're not touching. As if you're holding beautiful see-through energy, like a big bubble or ball. I'm going to focus on our 4 organs that make up fire phase energy. I'm just going to widen my feet slightly, just so they're starting to stick out a little bit. With that lovely energy ball, I'm going to just expand it a little bit, gather some more energy from around, and bring the attention round as if I'm holding a tree to the small intestine, which is the pair with heart. And with your fingers, just start turning them round. Visualize your small intestine, the ability to absorb and assimilate food and other thoughts. other actions within the body. Just hold that for a moment, bring in some attention. Close your eyes, you're just healing small intestines. Relaxing, we gather more chi from around, bringing that in towards the heart center, right on the midline between the breast tissue on the ribs. Just bringing that attention in. And then what you want to do is just start turning the hands and the wrists. So the hands and the palms, which hold heart protector, now facing out with a very strong protection element. And we're just turning. You can feel a little bit of tension at heart protector level. And we're just connecting out with the world. Connecting out, but also protecting our special heart in the body. Now we're going to take that protection to a bigger level. This is triple heater, the organ, or the organ that has no actual organ. We're going to lower our hands and gather that energy from the lower dantian through the body. Triple heater, 3 burners coming through the body, saying hello to each burner. Interlock the fingers as they get to the head, the double strength, and then we're pushing up. And when we've got up to the heavens connection, we're opening and creating a beautiful big shield around you. Coming down, we'll do this again. Bringing that energy through the body, through past the triple heaters, lower, middle, and upper. This is the boiler in your body, organizing the chi and the heat, but also that outer layer of protection. Hands drawing round, just creating a beautiful big shield. Coming to the front, bring those hands up, palms up, the lower dantian. I'm just popping my feet into standing posture. And this one's for the heart. The top hand, lots of air under the armpit, bringing the energy up to the heart, like a little fire. When it's brought that fire, it can turn and come down on the inner part of the body. And the other one can now bring up another little bundle of fire. And we can just start to get a double hand movement going of energy coming from the lower dantian to stoke the fire. The fire going in your heart. A little bit of a reminder that sometimes our joy and our happiness needs a little bit of stoking. Can't expect to stay happy and jolly all the time. We need to work out what we need to make that happen. Bringing up the fire, the lovely heart, the emperor of your body. One more of these. Bring that up. Bring the top hand down. We're going to go into hands to heart. So soften the knees, open the arms. Palms of face uppermost, and then just bring them together. Bring those little fingers with the heart meridians are resting, and both hands arrive on the body. Your double hand connection through the physical heart. Do that 2 more times. So soften down. Expanding, bringing love and energy of joy, peace from the world, from the environment into your heart. You can just bow your head down gently, Just a reminder, the status of your heart. It is the emperor or empress. It needs a lot of looking after. Last time, bringing that in. Beautiful. While we're here, our little fingers are just going to do gentle tapping right in the center of the body, center of your heart, and also just tapping on the thymus gland area, which again is very good for protection. We're just going to do this thymus tapping. We're going to share a few messages out to the world of love and joy to somebody you know. So when you're ready, we're going to open through the palms, just send a little message. In the center of your palm, bring that back in. Send another one. Tapping, looking after yourself, connecting through to your heart center, and even getting that thymus gland awake to help you with your protection. I'm going to share the generosity through heart protector in the hands. When you're ready, we're opening up. Sharing the message. Someone you know, someone you think might need something. Beautiful. Coming down. Breathing. Shimmer and shake. Okay, we're going to finish with that lovely old Buddhist chant, gathering energy from the earth, and remembering ourselves, our little person, ourselves. Very important to love yourself. It helps apparently other people love you. We have a chanting sounds. So when we're connecting with our mind, it's Om. We do little prayer signs. And our heart or our throat is Ah, and our heart center is Hong. So, shall we see whether we can remember it? In standing posture, just breathe and calm yourself. Keep those knees lovely and soft. Here we go. Just tucking down a little bit and picking up some earth from wherever that feels appropriate. And you're bringing that earth through the body. This is a healing chant. We need to feed the body beautiful minerals, this lovely moisture. And when we come to the throat area, we're going to turn our hands into a beautiful flower. Classic would be a lotus flower. You can have a rose or anything you like. And it's resonating under your chin, like the glow of a buttercup. Just for a moment, you're just going to remember yourself. Think something very beautiful about yourself. And we're going to open up into Buddha laughing hands, the cactus, hands towards the heaven, and push up, almost off your heels, and circle some energy from the heavens and bring that down. We can start our chanting. So near the forehead, head with little prayer hands, and the sound is Om. We then move down to the throat chakra. Ah. On the lower, the heart center. Om. Om. Turning the prayer hands over to connect to the earth. We sink down and we repeat the experience. Gather some earth into that beautiful basket. Bring it up, feeding the body lots of nutrients all the way through. Elbows open and up. Create that beautiful flower. Little moment of just gratitude to yourself in whichever way feels appropriate. Soften the knees and open. Buddha hands, we're pushing up, circling almost like a basket of heavenly chi as well into the hands, forehead. Om. Throat. Heart center. Om. We'll do this one more time. I'm not talking. Hands are dropping down. Finish by collecting one more basket and bringing it up. Placing one hand in the lower dantian, one in the heart center. Big rub, connecting parts of the body. Finish our session with 3 quick claps. And 1, 2, 3. Smooth down that chi.